And I don't think last season was even good either. Like, last season was okay. It's watchable, it's fine. There's main discourse surrounding Demon Slayer has always been that the writing's been pretty okay. Never something crazy compared to its competitors, never shown in series. But that, like this season especially, like the show is mainly carried by the animation and the fights, but the writing has never been anything of a crazy good quality or substance. So this season should not have even been a season. It's way too short. And what I mean by that is the quality of like what you're actually adapting is not long enough to be worth a whole season worth. Like it's like you basically taken the hidden inventory arc from JJK, and then just you took out all the substance, all the backstory, and the quality of the fillers out of it, and you just made it basically just a montage training arc and made it 12 episodes. I do think it would have been better if they just combined this Hashira training arc with the next Infinity Castle arc and just maybe I think it'd probably be pushed back by a year, but I think that's fine. The way Ufotable always drops Demon Slayer is pretty much like a year rotating thing. It comes out pretty fast compared to Attack on Titan when it took like 5 years to come out from season 2. But I think if they just would have waited and just combined both arcs, it would have been a much quality thing versus just having this training stretched out to be a whole season worth. And like, in terms of training arcs, like in other shonen and compared to Demon Slayer, this training arc is nothing of real quality to me. Like, nothing really happens this training arc besides Tanjiro just flexing on the rest of the Demon Slayer corps for being better than the rest. I guess I just hate how they're just milking the series. Like, we always see this in other shonen too, like Naruto, where they stretch it out to have a ton of filler that's not canon, just to keep the show going, to keep the viewership up. But with Demon Slayer, like, how much more movies are we gonna see? Are you gonna drop in theaters and then have a huge release for it? How much more games are we gonna get? Like, I'm tired of the anime series dropping these mid games, like 20 movies. And I'm not saying I hate seeing the content for it. I just feel like the quality's not there for you. Like, you don't drop these non-canon movies, these games, and then you give me a season of misery. And I'm not even like super turned off by the series, but like this season just wasn't like good. Just wasn't good. But like, I feel like this will turn off casual viewers from continuing with Demon Slayer. Friends who just casually, and like the new anime fans who just casually watch, like Naruto, maybe they're leaving Naruto, they want to watch a new shonen, so they pick up Demon Slayer because they hear it's popular. But after this arc, I don't know how willing they would be really to continue the series. And the ending of this, like of this season, is fine. And I'm not even just calling out like Demon Slayer for doing it, like milking their series dry. It's kind of like it's an industry standard. You see all big shonens do it. It's what they do to make money, bringing all the money they can. It's what you kind of do, I guess, in the shonen industry. But it's just like this season was like the most disrespectful of it, though. Like, you've seen good training arcs. You've seen it after showing Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball, Naruto. Outside of the big three, even like Kenichi has good training arcs and montages. But like, those training arcs also aren't like a huge thing. But like, this tried to sell you that this Hashira training arc was really longer than it should have been. And I don't think last season was even good either. Like, last season was okay. It's watchable, it's fine. There's enjoyable moments, but nothing too captivating. I think that what really hurts last season, like the Swordsmith arc, was really just the pacing. The pacing was off. You had fights being stretched out pointlessly. And I mean, as an anime fan, I'm kind of past that point. But maybe some new anime fans have a different opinion. That's fine. But last season wasn't the best, but we came off with 2 really good seasons before that, so I'm not gonna act like it's the end of the world. Like, this last season was okay. This wasn't my favorite season out of the 3. I don't think it's really anyone's, but this season just felt like so low effort outside of the few action scenes you get. But for me, I need a little bit more than that. And not even to mention, like, for a training arc, like, I feel like training arc should also focus on your main castmates and supporting cast. I feel like in Demon Slayer, they only focus on Tanjiro. All they care about is Tanjiro, no one else. And like, it's just to show how strong Tanjiro is, how he is compared to the rest of Demon Corps. The rest of the Demon Corps are just useless bots, like the Amber Black Ops, so they're just useless. But Zenitsu doesn't really get a moment to shine here, which is like, they should have a moment where they also acknowledge their growth too. And Elsuke doesn't really get any love, but I don't know, they just feel kind of forgotten. Even the other, I forget her name, the girl with the butterfly. She's like the butterfly Hashira's apprentice. She doesn't also really get a moment either. So it just felt like this was a season of, hey, Tanjiro's so strong, guys, look how strong he is, the rest of you are all shit. And everyone's like, oh, Tanjiro, you're so strong. Wow, Tanjiro, you're so strong. Then you have the Orochimaru Hashira, who's just like, he ain't shit. And then everyone just kind of it just goes off of that, really. And I think the ending of like the last 2 episodes are pretty strong. They're a good introduction into the next arc. But to me, instead of just breaking it to 2 seasons, I felt like you should just had 1 season. And the first half of the season maybe is this training arc, or the first few episodes be this training arc, and then you get into the Infinity Castle arc. I like that it's kind of like a it's like on-site moment between Mitsubishi and Tanjiro, but like I said, like it's not the worst thing, but I do like how it ends. And like, if you're gonna have a season to call the Hashira training arc, like I wish you would really develop the Hashira. Like you only really develop maybe a few of them, but it's not really something crazy or really like a full arc for them. It's more of like, hey, so you're starting to get to know who they are. Like the Stone Hashira, like I think his background, his story is very impactful. I think Gyu, finally starting to see Gyu is pretty interesting and what he has to bring. But other than that, I feel like the rest aren't really developed much at all, and like they're just kind of an afterthought. But like instead of like, there's a lot of shots and scenes that just drag the episode time down and down for bad jokes. And the comedy in Demon Slayer doesn't work, but it also doesn't work in plenty of other anime, so I'm not gonna really knock it on that. But it just bogs the running time down. And this is time you could use to really further develop the Hashira in this Hashira training arc. And the whole emphasis on this season is that they have to be stronger because the fight's coming up ahead. They have to be ready for the next level of demons. The Upper Moons are about to be fighting. And I'm used to like big training arcs before, like very important fights. And I get the sense that it's reaching the end of the series, and even from the manga I can tell it's really reaching the end. But like if you compare other training arcs from, you know, Kenichi, Soul Eater, Fire Force, Full Metal, like it's done very differently. And this, they just wanted to make this a season to milk out, just to milk the series basically. This is all just a money grab, and it's just lame. Anyway, like Demon Slayer is still a good series. Like the season is just disappointing. Like it's just really just a cash grab for the next season. Then they're gonna drop another movie probably, right, to introduce the next arc. And then another movie after that, and I bet you the last season will be like a movie part series where we just drop movie parts instead of just dropping out a full season for the final arc. I hope they don't do that, but I feel like they're gonna do that because this is a series that they want to make the most money out of. And Demon Slayer for me is like a new age show, and has been always kind of okay. I mean, I think like speaking of shonen, I always feel like it starts really great, and gets to a point where it's kind of mid, and then it's alright. But like I said, you guys, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.